What's up, dudes and dudes of the internet? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be playing some Dead Purge. Now, oddly enough, this is actually a single-player zombie horde survival game, which is very, very similar to Killing Floor, outside of the fact that it doesn't seem to have the different enemy variation and craziness of Killing Floor. So, just a heads up to our younger audience members that this game does have a lot of gore and, you know, shooting off zombie legs and heads and stuff like that. Standard business for a zombie game. There's going to be a horde and survival mode. Fight against increasingly difficult waves of zombies or survive as long as you can in an endless battle. Now, while those descriptions don't necessarily say any different, say that there's any difference, in this one, it's kind of like there's going to be a set amount of waves before you end up fully completing it. So the Suburb Day is a pretty level. Alley Night is good. Suburb Sunset. Certain weapons are going to end up having flashlights, and that's going to be kind of the benefit to, like, they're going to be kind of more beneficial for the nighttime levels and stuff, right? So let's take the Alley. Well, should we take the Alley? No, let's just take the Suburb Day, just so that you can get an idea, because this is definitely the prettiest of all of the levels. Oh man, so the cool thing is that as far as the zombie game is concerned, we can actually go inside both of these houses and kind of explore around the environment. It's very small, you know, that's pretty much it. Like, there's just going to be a barrier right over here and everything like that. But otherwise, the controls, everything about the game actually feels very, very right. I was honestly surprised at the fact that the game is not multiplayer, just considering the type of game that it actually is. So we got crawling zombies, which I think are actually weaker than most. I think they're just slower zombies rather than actually being like smokers from, you know, Day of the Dead or whatever that main game, Left 4 Dead, that's it, Day of the Dead, yikes, dude. So as you end up getting enough kills as well, which one thing that I think is really cool is you can tactically kind of maim the target so that this guy, you know, he was slowly crawling up to us the entire time, rather than being as quick as some of his brothers here. Generally, they're zombies, so they're kind of stupid. Most of all, you get overwhelmed. It's not that it's difficult to actually survive. However, now we've actually triggered our slow-mo crazy town maneuver, which just seems to generally trigger based on a certain amount of kills. And unfortunately, we got no zombies around, so what's the point? Now it's going to end up untriggering, and now we can actually walk around. I'm noticing our shadow, we're actually carrying an assault rifle, not a pistol, which is hilarious. I guess it's not multiplayer, so they didn't have to work on that, right? But anyways, in between each of the waves, you're going to be able to go to this drone, and very similar to the game Killing Floor, we're going to actually be able to choose a bunch of different weapons that we can acquire. So there's going to be pistols, the knife section is going to end up having like a katana and stuff like that, so we'll buy the katana just for coolness sake, and then there's going to be kind of like, you know, SMGs and Uzis and stuff like that, and then full-on assault rifles. Of course, there's probably going to end up being more and more weapons the further on you get into the game and stuff like that. They automatically end up giving us an Uzi now. I don't know if we had that on the first wave. Maybe we already did, and he just doesn't auto-equip it. So we'll see how this sword ends up actually working. I guess there's a block. I'm not exactly sure why, though. But now, again, very similar to the Killing Floor game, we would actually have to sit here and have a nice little time limit to actually using the shop, right? Doesn't really make that much sense to me that it's not multiplayer. Now, we also do have a couple other items. We can always press H to end up healing ourselves. In the bottom right, there's going to be kind of healing supply. Top right's going to be our currency. Way in the top left, you're going to see wave 1 of 4, because I chose the shortest amount. So we'll probably be able to get through this entire level today, just for the sake of actually seeing what type of crazy zombies we'll end up getting on the final wave. I also am really curious to see how this katana is going to work, because the hitboxes on the zombies and everything like that, like, the game functions very, very well, you know, like, just the way that it works. Get wrecked like that. Our sword was right in the location of actually cutting off his head. So that's cool, dude. I like it. But unfortunately, we got this weird slow-mo and can't fully take advantage of it because there's, like, nothing around. Like, seriously. What's going on? You come over here. Okay, so we can just chop off their heads quite easily. Except the hit detection is a little bit weird. Carrying the sword reminds me of Shadow Warrior, though, for sure. Okay, what if we get rid of both of his arms? No, he's just gonna fall on the ground like a freak. I'm I'm a zombie. I'm gross and weird. Oh, here's a friend of his. Yeah, there you go, stupid head. Or lack of head. Well, anyways, let's go slow-mo with our gun here. Bullet time. Yes. Hey, I heard you. Why am I... That was a bad one? I didn't even notice him on the ground there. Like, seriously, that was kind of weird. Okay, well, anyways, Uzi time. That's not the Uzi. There we go. There we go. Yes! I like how I'm getting like 50 million achievements and I'm barely even like doing anything. Now, the other thing too that I don't really understand, like because the gore is actually done very well in this game, I don't like the fact that the zombies are constantly disappearing. Like you would kind of think that that would be a little bit to the appeal of it. Now, I know that that's got to do with performance issues, but I personally just think that it would have been a lot cooler if by the end of the entire, like, round, suddenly it was like, the whole ground is just littered with zombies, you know? That was kind of one of the big things about Left 4 Dead and stuff like that. I think it would be really cool. Now, I don't know if there's a way for me to toggle off this stupid slow-mo, because like I said, the whole thing that I don't really get is the fact that it goes into slow motion. I just accidentally discovered a new thing that we could end up doing here, by the way, is if I press Z, it kind of toggles us aiming while we're in one spot. So, I'm not sure why that's there. Maybe it's just to make it a little bit easier for some people. Whoa! Whoa! You don't gotta take like 50 years to reload, you moron. Like, seriously, there we go. I guess the advantage is that we could end up aiming in one specific spot rather than kind of flipping around and going in circles. See, now we've still got the stupid slow-mo triggered while we're trying to go and get to the stupid robot. Like, stop that. Okay, so we don't even have enough money to fill everything. How are we doing on our health? We actually need quite a bit of health. So let's buy a couple of these. I haven't even used a grenade just yet, but I should. We'll fill up our ammo, and that's pretty much everything that we can afford, unfortunately. Let's, why does it say that we can buy this when we can't, actually? I guess the money currency here isn't updating to what we actually have in our inventory or something? I don't know. What kind of a house living room doesn't have a TV? Like, they have the couch. Where's the TV? Is this a TV over in the corner? Do they just stare at this weird lamp? Is that what they do? Why is it, like, doing weird stuff like that? Okay, it'd be cool if we could smash and jump out of the windows. I'm hearing really weird zombies. I don't know why they sound so strange. I don't really like being inside though, because I find it, not only are we kind of, you know, dealing with a lot of issue in terms of like how dark it is, but we're also going to end up getting cornered very easily, dude. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining about the game or anything like that, folks. Just the fact that certain aspects of it, I just find a little bit confusing. Like, I don't really understand. Like, they must be adding multiplayer eventually, right? I never really checked any of the patch notes or anything like that, sorry to say, but still a cool game. Don't get me wrong. That's the thing. I don't want to give the impression that I'm just, like, complaining about the game. It's just kind of little things that I didn't know about it going in, because it just kind of feels like it should be a multiplayer game, right? I'm still actually really enjoying myself with it, and maybe the whole point is that because it's single player, they can kind of balance the game to be different, and kind of focused on like one character. You know what I mean? Okay. I actually do like this, that free aim mode thing. That's actually really, really cool. Okay, never mind reloading. There we go. We triggered it again. I love it. This gun at least reloads 10 times faster than the Uzi, so the Uzi in my eyes is not really worthwhile. It's still cool though. Okay. Yep. Okay, maybe that free aim is not really the absolute best way that you can end up doing something, but it still is really neat. More games need something like that. I really enjoy that. Okay, we've gotten our bad guy, but we're in the middle of reloading. Like, I would love to see if we could kind of trigger the slow-mo ourselves on purpose. You know, kind of like we're building up a bit of a meter or something, and then we can just trigger it ourselves manually. Rather than just every single time we end up killing like 1 or 2 zombies, it just ends up showing up. Die! You're on the ground, you freak. Why are you not dead? Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Maybe that's another reason that they don't have like infinite bodies on the ground, is because we wouldn't be able to see those crawling dudes. Okay. Okay. Now I'm actually liking the fact that it's going slow-mo in the middle of like a bazillion zombies, because that's when we start dealing with the most trouble, right? Yeah! Slow-mo! Okay, while we're not in slow-mo, I'm gonna take the opportunity to reload my guns, because for some reason he has to rebuild them. Make them better, stronger. Die! There you go. Oh, thank goodness it's not slow-mo for that final... this thing right here. So we got one more wave after this. Do we even have... Okay, we got 900 and now we can't buy any of these. So it says in the currency, but we can afford them. Weird. Well, anyways, let's get ourselves the Remington. Why not? Just get ourselves a full-on shotgun. What else did we end up needing? Okay, we're actually doing pretty good on everything else. Let's get ourselves some more ammo though, and maybe let's just autofill and get everything all the way up. So now we've got grenades, health packs, and everything. Ooh, this one's gonna be fun. What kind of a backyard not only doesn't have a barbecue, but they have water for sprinklers and no water in their pool? What is this? Like, serious, okay, maybe I should question why we can jump so high like Master Chief. Can I, like, jump on top of this? Get wrecked, you guys. You can't get me up here. I already broke the game. Like, seriously. There's nothing you can do now. No, really. Don't even try. Why won't he die? There we go. No, really, look at this. Hilarious. The devs didn't count on crouch jumping, apparently. I like it. Okay. A shotgun should always one-shot. Otherwise, just get it out of the game. There you go. I mean, I guess point blank it would. Well, we could end up getting to like level 1 zillion up here. Grenade in the hole! This umbrella will protect me. No! After all that! And no like extra life or anything like that. It's just like, screw you, you killed yourself. Like, oh man, that's lame. Okay, well anyways, no, I'm not going to try again. Does it start me on the same wave? Otherwise, how is that try again? That's just repeat the same level. Nope, it's just starting at the beginning again. No thanks. Thanks for watching, folks. Links will be in the description for everything about this game. Very much appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign over and stay epic.